Welcome to my channel. I am Ingelosi Esia. I'm a messenger here to deliver what God and your ancestors want you to know at this very moment. I am a collective reader, so please take only what resonates. And if something really does resonate with you, please pray or pasha about it so that you can get your own confirmation. And as always, I'm here to remind you that you are seen and so dearly loved. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got the spread out here already, so let's just jump straight into it. So the first card out is the Four of Swords, and that is being clarified by the Nine of Wands. Then we have the Temperance, being clarified by the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, being clarified by the Ace of Swords. Cool. So let's get into the message. So the first card out is the Four of Swords, being clarified. Oh, underneath the deck, underneath the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So as soon as I saw that Three of Pentacles, this let me know that, okay, this might be work related, might have to do with either working or education, something along those lines. But let's get into the cards. So the first card out, Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about taking time out. It's all about taking time out to rest and recuperate, right? But because this Four of Swords is being clarified by the Nine of Wands, this tells me that I'm speaking to someone who is struggling to relax. It's almost like, I don't know, the way that life is set up right now, it's set up in such a way that this is a time where you are supposed to be experiencing some sort of relaxation, some sort of taking a step back to recoup. But it's as though you are struggling to do this. You're struggling to relax. And also another thing is that this struggle to relax or recuperate, I feel like it's a subconscious thing. Maybe someone's even struggling to sleep here, to get a restful night's sleep. So there's something here that I feel like is overwhelming. It's a little bit stressful for you, that is affecting your sleep, affecting how you relax and recuperate. But I do feel like it is a little bit subconscious, and maybe in your conscious mind, these are not things that you are thinking about, but in your subconscious, these are clearly things that you are thinking about. And I don't know, there's some sort of defeated feeling, but let me get a card to clarify so that we can better understand what we are talking about here. Look at that, the Star. And then underneath the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. It's so interesting because it seems like this state of stress and anxiety is all because you are, it's like when you either pray or you speak to your ancestors and you ask for something, and it makes me feel like there is something specific that you are waiting for, that it seems it hasn't arrived yet. And consciously you're trying to block this, you're trying to not think about this, so it's going straight to your subconscious and it's affecting how you sleep, because your mind is not completely at peace when you go to bed, because you are thinking about this and you are really worrying and stressing about it. And with the two of Pentacles that was underneath the deck, it makes me feel like there's something that you feel unsure of. Maybe you feel uncertain that you're going to get this thing that you want so bad. And with the Star card being here, you not only prayed or wished or manifested or asked for this, but I also do feel like You have put in the work, you have put in the effort that is needed, but it is very necessary for you to actually take time to rest and recoup. This is what I'm also getting from the star card, that yes, what you're asking for is definitely going to be granted to you. The star card is here, and look at this string that it has to the light. Like this tells me that whatever you asked for, you're definitely going to get. But in this time, you do need to take rest. You do need to recuperate, because I do feel, I get the sense that there are some things that you went through that caused you to really have to stand your ground, to really have to fight for your spot in some kind of way. And you haven't taken the time to really sit back and breathe. This gives me the sense that you're not breathing easy, because this, whatever this is stressing you out and worrying you. I want to get one more card just to clarify what we're talking about here. Yeah, look at that. It's the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. You are stressing, you are worrying. You are even fearful to some degree. You're scared. You're scared that what you want will not find its way to you. And this star card is just confirmation that you definitely are going to get it. But the thing is that, when we really want something so bad and we look at our physical reality during that time, and our physical reality is not matching what we want for ourselves, it can be really stressful. It can cause anxiety, because you worry, is it really going to happen? Because I've been praying, I've been asking, I've been putting in the work, but nothing seems to be happening. But this is a call for you to have faith. This is a call for you to have the hope that this will happen for you. Okay, then let's move on to the Temperance and the Knight of Cups. So maybe this is a little bit of an explanation of what you are waiting for, because this seems to be how you are doing internally right now. And here we have the Temperance and the Knight of Cups. So it tells me that you really are waiting. You are waiting for something. You are waiting for some sort of invitation, some sort of message, because I'm seeing a little letter here. Can you see that down there? Yeah, you're waiting for something to move forward, because I'm seeing the horse here as well, which is just giving me the Chariot card. You're waiting for something to move forward. You're waiting for some kind of movement. And that's actually so interesting, because underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So you definitely are waiting for some kind of movement. And you actually are being patient. You are being patient. It's like with this Knight of Cups, you have the understanding that you do have to be patient for this. So look, as much as you are stressed and you are worried that what if I don't have this, you actually do still have the hope. And that's why this stress is coming up as subconscious, where it's affecting your sleep. So because you are being patient and you are welcoming the fact that you do have to have some patience, and that maybe you actually need to take the time out to really heal yourself. Because like I said, I get the sense that you went through a really difficult cycle. And when you are in a difficult cycle where you have to defend yourself, where you have to stand up for yourself, it's very hard to transition into the peaceful time, where now the battle is over, the battle has been won, and now you can get to relax. It's actually very difficult, because your mind, it's like your mind is now in that state where you have to always be looking out. You have to always be on guard, always on guard. So this is also your confirmation that whatever battle you were going through, whatever difficult cycle you went through, that it indeed is over, and that you can allow yourself to actually relax. You can allow yourself to rest easy because what you went through definitely was difficult. It was difficult. You had to stand guard. You had to show strength. You had to show strength and stand up for yourself and be there and do all these difficult things. And you were praying and hoping that this would end. And the thing is that it has ended. But when you look into your environment, it's like, you know how sometimes when we pray or when we patla and we ask for something, and the thing is that in our minds, we have this set picture of what that will look like. And then now when God does answer our prayer and it doesn't look exactly the way that we thought it would look, we think that it was not answered, which is not true. This is why you need to have this open mind, this openness to receive and understand that you are firstly healing. That's the first thing that needs to happen, is for you to actually take time to heal and for you to start believing that really peace is upon you. That difficult cycle that you went through is actually really over. And once you start to accept that peace and start to live in it, taking it a day at a time, you are going to see that things are going to start coming into you easier. You're going to see that the things that you were waiting for suddenly arrive. They suddenly arrive, but this requires you to first feel and believe that you are in this peaceful state, that you are no longer in battle, that you no longer have to struggle anymore. And like I said, this is all mental, what I'm seeing here. It's a mental thing. And with this Temperance and the Knight of Cups being here, it tells me that you definitely will start to embrace this peaceful time of your life. The balance of things, where you don't have to constantly be on guard, constantly be ready to fight, constantly be ready to defend. That time is over. And I see that you're going to start to embrace that, to embrace your peace, to embrace the fact that you are healing, and to give yourself grace. And with the Knight of Cups here, there's something that is also coming your way, that is making its way towards you. And it's something that you've been wanting. You've been waiting for, you've been hopeful about, you've been praying about it, even though sometimes, we ask for things and it may not be happening, but we still have the hope. We still continue to pray about it. We still live in hope that it's going to happen. Oh, look at that. What did I just say? We have the Magician. So the things that you want are definitely, they're going to arrive to you. They are going to, but also with this Magician being here, it also tells me that, there is this one thing that you need to do as well to help make your manifestations reach you faster, which is to allow yourself to heal, for you to find your peace again. And when you find that peaceful state, for you to indulge in it, because you've been through a lot and you need to take time to rest and recuperate so that you are ready to take on the next thing that comes into your life, for you to have the strength, the power, for you to embrace your manifestations when they arrive, so that you're not still paranoid, so that you're not still scared and anxious that, oh no, what if this gets taken away? So that you're not in that negative mindset. Because, the Magician is here to confirm that those things are going to be coming to you. But like I said, that there's something very mental about this message that has to do with mindset and thinking. And I mean, underneath the deck, we have the devil card. So this is also a call for you to not obsess over these things. To not obsess over, am I going to get this? Is this going to happen? What if I don't get it? What if things don't work out? What if, and I also want to let you know that it's normal for you to have those thoughts when you really want something. It is normal. But when it reaches this point where it becomes a negative influence on you, a negative influence on your mind, you have to switch it up. That's where you have to actually make a conscious effort to teach your mind to be hopeful, to have some trust in God, trust your ancestors, trust your spirit guides, trust your angels, whoever you believe in, trust that they have heard you. Look at this cord, it literally looks like earphones. They've heard you, you've been heard. If anything, they hear everything. They even hear all of your negative thoughts. They hear every single thing. And now, this is your confirmation that you have been patient. You fought the battle. You fought the battle, and now this is your time of healing. The battle has been won. You are no longer in battle. It has been won, and they want you to embrace that, to embrace your peace, to find your balance again. And you yourself will see how things will start coming in for you. Things that you manifested, but even things that you didn't consciously say, I want this, I want that, but things just start going well for you. Things start to flow. They start to flow easily. And you'll also see that even you'll start to feel like yourself again. You'll start to believe how magical, how powerful you are. You'll start to believe that you have the capabilities to get what you want. You'll start to believe that. And it will put a complete end to these negative thoughts, to the anxiety, to the stress. You constantly thinking that things aren't going to work out. That needs to end. That needs to end completely, because you have beautiful things that are going to make their way to you. I can just see it here. And like I said, you will be embracing this journey, the full journey. Victory is yours, but you just need to believe it. You need to believe that it's over. And you need to allow yourself to catch your breath, to breathe, to relax, to allow your mind to return to a balanced state. Okay. Look at that. There's a Queen of Cups. There's a Queen of Cups. This could definitely be a mother energy. This could be a sister energy. But there is a female energy specifically that loves you so much. And they are going to be playing a role in helping you in helping you be in this peaceful state, in helping you heal from what you've been through. Underneath the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So this seems like this is someone who watched you go through all of the things you went through. And they love you so much. And they want you to start embracing this peace. They want you to to enjoy life again. Because what you went through drained you. It drained you of all energy to the point where even now when it's over, you don't know how to be peaceful. You don't know what is peace. It's hard for you to embrace peace and the fact that it's over. It's like you still standing guard. You're still waiting for the next thing to happen where you need to have your guard up, where you need to fight and stand your ground. And that's not what's happening, Rick. That's not what's happening here. So this Queen of Cups energy is going to come in and they're going to show you a whole lot of love. They're going to be so loving and supportive towards you. And they're also going to remind you of the powers and capabilities that you possess, that you have the ability to create whatever reality that you want for yourself. They're going to remind you to dream again. They're going to remind you that in their eyes, you are this person. They've always seen you as this person and you will always be this person. And that when you were going through this difficult time, it was difficult for them to watch you go through it. It was hard for them because they love and care for you so much. They're going to be showing you so much love. They are literally going to be spoiling you. I'm telling you. It's this feminine energy. It could even be a best friend. It could be a cousin. It could be anyone. It's just this female energy that loves you so much. You are not just, you're going to feel the love from them. They're always just going to be there. And even on times where you feel emotional, where you feel like you want to just share or talk about the emotions of the things that you went through, they're going to be there with open arms to listen, to give you a hug, to give you a word of encouragement. And I feel like this is also going to teach or even remind you that this person loves you so much, so much. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles here with the Ace of Swords. So like I said at the beginning of this reading, that I do feel like this is somehow a work or money related something. So I don't know if someone went through some struggles when it comes to money or struggles when it comes to work, in a work environment, in a team environment, something like that. And now it feels like with this Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, now that you are embracing, and look, actually underneath the deck again, it's the Three of Pentacles again, just to clarify this. Now that you are in this balanced state, if before you were struggling to make money, you were struggling to get a job, you were struggling to get your business started, whatever struggles that you went through, maybe it, like I even said before, it might even be education related. Maybe you were struggling with your studies. You were struggling with either maybe getting some sort of sponsorship or bursary or something, whatever that was that you were struggling with. Something's going to happen. Something really great is going to happen. With this Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles talks about stability. It talks about money, right? And it's not that fleeting kind of money where it's like you won the lotto or something like that. No, this is that kind of money where it comes from a place or a source that is constant, that is consistent. So something really positive is going to be happening for you here. It's either you're going to be getting the job, getting the position that you wanted. You're either going to be getting the funding that you need for school. if maybe it was a thing of you struggling with concentrating on work or school, you're going to get that focus again. The thing is that I think as people, we sometimes underestimate how much the state of our mind affects the things that we do. When our mind is not at a peaceful place, it is more difficult to do things that would otherwise be really easy for us. That's why it's important to take the time out to recoup, to catch your breath. Because when you are not feeling good mentally, when you have the negative thoughts constantly, you'll see that things are just not going for you. And that will even get to your head. It will add on to that. And it will make you feel like maybe this is a bad life. And that is not the case. Sometimes it is our own mind that works against us, which is why it becomes important to take time out to heal and get our minds back into that balanced place. Because the thing is that we believe those thoughts when our mind is in a bad space. It is easy for us to believe negative thoughts. Negative thoughts that are not true about ourselves, about others, about our situation. We believe it so easily at that point. But you see, when your mind is in a balanced state, there is this welcoming energy that you have, where if it's your situation, you'll be able to say, you know what, my situation is like this, but I've got the power to do something about it. And I'm going to take some kind of action, or I'm going to pray about it. And I'm going to stay positive about it. I'm going to stay hopeful. I'm going to trust that the divine is holding me right now. I'm going to trust that the divine is working for me right now, working for me to get what I want and then some. So please don't underestimate the power of your mind. And also don't underestimate the power of having people who love you around you, to support you, to love on you, and remind you of the power that you have within yourself. Because sometimes we need someone to remind us that, hey, you are capable of doing that. You have the ability. Remember when you did this and that? And remember that this is nothing for you. You'll be able to do this. Sometimes we need that. We need that reminder. Beautiful. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, I feel like by the time this communication reaches you, what you've been waiting for, by the time that message reaches you, you're going to be in a more comfortable state. And I need you guys to look at how beautiful this is, because look at how with this Queen of Pentacles, look at like the flowers, the little trees growing out of her mind. Wow. So that tells me that you are definitely going to heal yourself. You're going to heal your mind. And your mind is going to start growing. And you know, this also tells me that the stimulation, the environment that you're going to start embracing is going to be the type that grows the flowers that are growing out of your mind. It waters the flowers that are growing out of your mind. You have a very rich mind. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a monetary sense. I mean it in the sense that your mind has the ability to think up things that have this capacity to grow for a long term, not overnight kind of things that will last for a very long time. Your mind breathes life. That is how rich your mind is. Because look at all of this green, and that represents life, growth. Beautiful. So by the time you get this message for what you are looking for, what you want, what you've been manifesting and being worried that you're not going to get it, by the time it reaches you, you are going to be at a comfortable state. And the comfort of the state of being that you're going to be in, it all comes from your mind. It started in your mind. And once it solidifies here in your mind, start to see your physical environment change. Start to see how your physical environment changes. Because look at this. You went from this. Look at how bare this area is. And look, in this picture, her eyes are open. She's on guard. She even has this wand. She's holding that. It's like it's even keeping her up. And look at the Queen of Pentacles. Her eyes are closed because she just believes and knows that everything's going to work out. She doesn't need to see it. She just knows it will. That's where you're going to be mentally. That is where you're going to be mentally. And I feel like that is the whole point of this whole time in your life. That you need to remember who you are. You need to remember, because I do understand that sometimes the things that we go through, they break us down so much and they feed us lies about who we are. So when that happens, you need to take the time to rest and recoup so that you can build your strength up, so that you can start to believe in your power again. And when you start believing in your power, that's when things locate you. That's where you don't have to do much. Look at this. That's where you can just sit back and just know that it will come. It will come, and that you don't need to worry or stress about anything. Beautiful. Let me clarify this. Oh, look at that. That is crazy. High Priestess. Look at that. That is being in touch with your intuition. That is knowing before you even see. And that is speaking to exactly what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about this Queen of Pentacles, that she doesn't need to see it to know it will happen. She just knows it will happen. She just knows. And that is intuition. You see, also when you are able to work on your mind, that it is in a more peaceful and balanced state, you are able to be in tune with yourself. Because let's be honest, that's what intuition is all about. It's being able to be so in tune with yourself that you can believe what your body tells you. That you can actually hear when your body tells you something. And you need to trust in that, right? So what I'm seeing here is that this work that you'll be doing on yourself, that it will allow for your intuition, for your spirit of discernment, for you to be able to discern of what deserves your mind space and what doesn't. Because, guys, not everything deserves our mind space. Not everything deserves us having to sit there being stressed and anxious and scared of things. We have to choose. We have to choose those things. And the thing is that with this High Priestess here as well, it also tells me that you're going to be more in touch with your spirituality. You know what I always say is that I know when I am closest to myself, that is when I am the closest to the divine. Because when I'm closest to myself, that's where my mind, my body, my heart, and my spirit is all aligned. We're all on the same page. It's all on the same page. And you see, when I'm in that state, that's when I hear the most from the divine. That is when I feel the most. And this also tells me that you have some intuitive gifts. You have the ability to hear the divine speak to you. There's a way that they speak to you in. And when your mind is not in a good place, you see, that gets blocked. And then they can't easily send you the messages that they need to get to you. But you see, when your mind is in a great place, that is when the messages come in, they flow in, and they give you that confidence that everything's going to be all right. That not just all right, everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be good. That's where you feel comfortable. Because look, there's a pillow there. She's sitting on a sofa, a couch. She looks so comfortable. And another thing is that it's as though your intuition already knows this. Your intuition already told you this. It already told you this, you know this, but you keep blocking it because you are just so worried and stressed. You keep blocking it yourself. You keep blocking yourself from believing. You keep blocking yourself from believing. But that's not going to be going on for long. You are going to find your power again. You're going to take the time. Take the time to rest and recuperate. You're going to find your peace again. And you're going to embrace it with all of you. And once you start doing that, you will start to feel like yourself again. And you'll also have love and support around you. And then out you'll come as this Queen of Pentacles that you are. And whatever was blocking you from believing that you could do this and be this and get this, it'll be completely removed. Because now you have the clarity. Now you have the understanding. Now you know who you are. You remember. You remember. And also your intuition is going to grow. You're going to enjoy being in touch with the divine. You're going to speak more with the divine. You're going to communicate back with them. As they communicate with you, you're going to communicate back. Whatever that looks like for you. And the last one, the last message here is that you're going to sleep more peacefully. Her eyes are closed. And I see the moon up there. You're going to sleep more peacefully. This is actually so interesting. In this last pile, look, her eyes are closed. The Queen of Pentacles' eyes are closed. And the Ace of Swords' eyes are closed. Beautiful. That means you are going to definitely sleep very peacefully. But also you're not going to need to see things to know that they will be. Your mental health will be at its strongest. Unbreakable. Your mind will be like a garden, being flowered by the divine constantly. And you must also remember, guys, that this also is about the things that we surround ourselves with, the type of content that we consume. It affects our mind, it influences us. So we, at those times where we need to find that balance and healing within ourselves. The content, the things that we consume need to also speak to that. They need to be aligned with what we want, where we want to be. But okay. That is all that I have for today. I've spoken a lot. This video is way longer than what I thought it would be. But I mean, I feel like this is a very important message that I needed to get out. And if you've watched it up until now, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I really, really hope that you got something positive out of this. And don't forget to pray, phahla, meditate, whatever it is, so that you can get your confirmation about it as well. And as always, please, please, please take care of yourselves until the next video. And again, I really appreciate you guys.